Thanksgiving is right around the corner. And joining us in studio with Pheasant Ridge Winery, it's Bobby Cox. Welcome back.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing great. We're getting ready for a busy weekend, enjoying this nice fall weather. The grapes have being communicated with by their environment that it's time to go to sleep and take their winter nap. So that's good.
What are y'all doing out at Pheasant Ridge Winery? I know for the past every weekend y'all been having some great turnout and some awesome events.
Yes, we're launching our wine club this weekend. PheasantRidgeWinery.com. We've got a great collection of wines that several different price ranges that I think people will enjoy discovering what Texas can do.
But tell folks a little bit about the history of Pheasant Ridge Winery.
Pheasant Ridge Winery is one of the oldest wineries in the state. I bonded the winery in 1982, planted our first vines there in 1979, and so we've been around a long time. Took a little hiatus away from the winery, but we're back. The legal changes in Texas and everything to where you can sell and market your own wines have made a huge difference.
Have they?
People may wonder why Pheasant Ridge is where it is. It's not exactly the most convenient location. It's not that hard to get to, especially for somebody from West Texas. But when I bonded Pheasant Ridge Winery, it was illegal to sell wine at a winery. So we didn't think much about some of those things at that time. But the winery is where the grapes grow really well. It's a very good site, and that makes a tremendous amount of difference on the way the wines taste and how much enjoyment somebody can get from them.
What is it about this area, West Texas, that the South Plains that does so well for wine? Because this is a booming area.
Yeah, it really is a booming area. It's really, really good in environmental factors, things that maybe we don't enjoy as much, like the wind and the cold winters are really good for the grapes. Those are things that are extreme positives. The wind, it can mess up your hair, but it also keeps the disease away from the grape leaves and fruit. In other words, I was when I was studying at Texas Tech, I knew that I wanted to be a wine grower. And back in the early 70s, there was the World Atlas of Wine described how come different regions and different sites were superior. And I looked down on the page, and it said, this area of the Rhine Valley, the wines are especially expressive because of the air drainage. And I looked out the window of the library and saw tumbleweeds going down 19th Street at about 40 miles an hour, and said, boy, whatever we may lack, the air drainage is going to make up for it.
For a lot of people with Thanksgiving, they like to have a glass of wine with Thanksgiving dinner. What are some recommendations as far as Pheasant Ridge and Thanksgiving dinner goes?
One of the wines that Pheasant Ridge is really recommending for Thanksgiving dinner is something that will bring something to the party, something that will bring some curiosity, some enjoyment. And we currently have our 2002 Cabernet Sauvignon at a pretty nice price. It's available around town, and it for a 14-year-old Cabernet Sauvignon, it has a beautiful, big, rich flavor. It's not too pronounced, but would go with all the jumble of dishes that you get in the Thanksgiving situation. We also have a white wine that is our sweetest one. It's not really sweet, but our 3 Barrels Up has a touch of sweetness and very complex and rich because it has a blend of 3 different varieties, Semillon, Chardonnay, and Chenin Blanc. And those are 3 varieties that do very, very well at Pheasant Ridge, and just it's been fun to blend them together and show you what you can do if you blend the wines.
Yeah. Are y'all going to be doing any tastings this weekend?
Yes, we will. We'll be tasting quite a few wines that are associated with the wine club opening. We're just going to kind of play it by ear and see what people are most excited about. But yes, we will be open this Saturday, and I think we're going to have a little bit shorter hours, but we'll be open on Sunday also for a little while.
How can people get out to Pheasant Ridge Winery?
Okay, the Pheasant Ridge Winery is basically 2 miles east and 1 mile south of New Deal. And you exit on exit 14 in the just north of the airport and go 2 miles and then turn south on Farm Road 2600. And then you go back east just a little bit, and there's the winery. Sometimes your Google Navigator will ask you to take exit 11 and go down Hardin Street, and that's a bit more of an adventure than most people care to take on Saturday afternoon. It's a really nice road for about half a mile, and then the adventure starts.
Very nice. Bobby, thanks for stopping by today.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. And Pheasant Ridge wine will go great with Thanksgiving dinner for a lot of folks out there. And people can pick it up at different stores, right?
Yes. We're currently have in One Market Street. We've got all of the wines, including the Three Barrels Up, are at Ollie's. It's a great locally owned store and be a fun place to pick it up. The Three Barrels Up is at the Wine Nest also, but there's some good retail outlets that you can purchase the wine at.
All right. Bobby, thank you very much. Appreciate your time today, and encourage everyone to head out to Pheasant Ridge Winery on Saturday and become a new member of the new wine club and do some tastings as well. And it's pet friendly, so you can take your pets and y'all can have fun. Yeah. Take the entire family out there. Thanks, Bobby. Appreciate it.